So I think it's day 5 of the build. Pretty exhausted, pretty filthy, but making heaps good progress. And I thought I should probably film this design video now that I've pretty much got the design sorted. Can't really go back now. Made some pretty major decisions in the van. So before I can really start designing, I'm just gonna take out all the interior just so I can see like where the windows can go and get a proper width measurement and everything like that. One other thing I want to do before I start designing it is take this out and see if I can walk through. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to because there's 3 seats. First up, I'll just run you through a couple of the designs I've gone through. I've made about 50 different variations of this van. These are just a couple you can see here. So this was the first sort of design I was thinking. So originally I was going to have 3 beds because it is a 3-seater. But I figured the amount of times I'm actually going to have a third person is going to be pretty rare, so it seems silly designing the whole van around that. This is always the front of the van, by the way, this end, this close end. Sliding door, enter through here. Big kitchen running along this wall here. And then I was going to have a raised seating area here, and this was raised so I could slide my surfboards in from the back of the van underneath here. Then like a slide out table, so this would be the eating and editing area, and then this seating area would flip down into the bed. And then the main bed would be at the back. But I moved away from that, mainly because I thought it'd be really annoying if you set up your dinner here or whatever, and you need to get up into bed or anything. You're gonna have to fold away this table every single time you wanna get into the bedroom. So you're gonna have to pack away all your dinner, put away your laptop if you're editing, clean everything up, slide the drawer away, put that up in here. If one person wants to get up early and have breakfast or do some editing, then the other person sort of have to like clamber through the seating area. And I just don't like the idea of having the seating area like in the walkway. So with this one, my current one, can't really change it now too much because I've already cut all the windows. Gonna enter through here, through the sliding door, full-time sitting area here with a big pop-out window above that. And I love the full-time sitting area because you have somewhere to sit all the time. You don't have to fold anything up or slide anything out. Doesn't matter what the other person's doing. You have this completely separate area here, and also you're going to be able to sit here and look outside through the sliding door and out through this big window as well. So it should be pretty nice. And then moving down this way, I'm going to have a full-time desk, like work area set up with a monitor mounted in the wall. And the idea with that is, right now I've got like my laptop and everything on this table, and I can't actually use the table. So I have this permanent sort of office desk area over here. Have a slide out chair with some storage under it. I think that'd be really nice having just a really solid work area. Then I'll have a full length wardrobe here with all my clothes and everything. I'm gonna have a slide out toilet down here. Don't plan on using it very often, but you never know. And then massive kitchen all the way along this wall here. This will extend out past the sliding door, so you have this nice bench space facing out through the sliding door. That should be nice. And then heaps of overhead storage on both sides. And then the bed will be up the back here in its own little section, which I love. It's so nice having it like that. And yeah, I can just fit widthwise. That'll be about 1870 long, so long enough to stretch out fully. So now I'm just going to give you a super quick rundown on how to use SketchUp. This is just a really basic way to use it to rough out the initial design of your van. This isn't like a detailed build design. It's just a layout design to get pretty much just to get your ideas down and see if the size is going to work and everything like that. So I'm using SketchUp Pro 2019. The trial lasts 30 days, so it shouldn't take you more than 30 days to design the van, so that kind of works well. So first up, go to File, New from Template, and then I'm going to use the architectural millimeters one. I'm going to delete this little dude. Sorry man, don't need you. So this is your toolbar up the top here. I'm going to grab the rectangle tool. I'm going to start in the middle, and I'm going to create my floor. So my measurement was 4,500, so you can just type that in, comma, I think it was 1750 the width, enter. So that is my floor, and what you have to do for every single shape you make is to make it into a component. So first up, I'm going to extrude this with the push-pull one, bring it up about 20 mils, so you can just type in 20, enter. Grab your select tool, and you're going to triple click this, right click, make component. So we'll name this floor. So now you've got your floor made, and that just gives you an idea of how much room you've got to play with. That's all to scale. So everything you build will be on top of this. Think, where do I want my bed? Do I want a full-time bed? Do I want a fold-up bed? Whatever. So I'm going to grab the rectangle tool and drag it across. I want my bed to be about 1400 wide. Drag it up to 1400. Click that, and then grab your push-pull tool. I'm just going to extrude that up about 800 mil, because that's how high I want my bed. Type in 800, enter. Now remember, you have to make every single shape into a component. So triple click, right click. We'll call this one bed. You can just keep adding as many details as you want. Just gonna add maybe a kitchen along here. So think about how wide you want your things. I'm gonna make my kitchen about 600 wide, so that will accommodate my fridge and be a good workspace, but it's not gonna be too wide. And I'm just gonna extrude that up. 900 is a pretty good height for my bench tops, I find. So now I've got my kitchen in. Triple click, right click, make component. Call this one kitchen. So now you've got the move tool. Just, you can click this shape and hold option. And I'm just gonna make a duplicate of this on that side. Then I might want to make that a little bit shorter, just kind of blocking the door. So you can grab your scale tool, which is this one. You do have to have the shape selected. Grab your scale tool, and you can adjust pretty much every scale you can think of. I'm just going to worry about the length one, which is this one in the middle here. So click on that, just drag that a bit shorter. So now I've got sort of like a galley kitchen with a walkway up into the bed. So one of the things I really like to do is just to keep making duplicates of your design. So just copy it and drag it over. And then you can go into your design and just play around with it as much as you want. As I said, you can go into as much detail as you want. You can make it an exact replica of your van if you want. You can change materials, you can add components, you can add pre-made things from the 3D warehouse. You can do so much with it. That was just a very basic rundown. I just want to go through a couple of things I really like about the Sprinter. It's a massive mess right now because I'm trying to live in it while I do the van up. But yeah, massive kitchen area, huge workspace, overhead storage up here, proper full-size sink with a normal mixer tap. This window pops open. Where's my other van? The other main thing is this full-time seating area, which I'm currently using as an editing spot, which isn't really working because I have nowhere to eat or anything. So that's why I want to put a full-time desk in the other van. But usually this is really good because you can sit down and have a meal whenever you want. You don't have to like fold up a table or flip anything out. You can just sit down and chill out there. It's really good. And then the bed is completely separate up the back here. So it sort of feels like a separate little room, which is sweet. Got a massive skylight. I really want to try and design a skylight that opens and then you can access the roof deck. That would be sweet. And then over this way, you've got a walk through to the cab, which is like super easy. You can literally walk straight through, sit down and start driving. Kitchen area. I hate having windows behind the stove because this gets filthy. So that's why I don't want to put any windows there in the new one. But yeah, this layout just works really well. I've just done my insulation, I've done my floors, I'm about to put my walls in today, and I'm gonna have a video on all that sort of stuff up, probably early next week. Just gonna have a break over the weekend, a few days off, should be sweet. But yeah, hopefully you guys found that useful, and any questions at all, just let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get started. Another big day.